Hello there, welcome to my pet checkup channel. What is body immunity? This is video 4 in this series that I discuss the body's immune system. Always remember, body immunity is cell immunity. Body immunity is cell immunity. If you think of the immune cells as the immune system as comprised of individual immune cells, you are going to get your understanding of the immune system right. How does the MHC histocompatibility complex class 1 and class 2 proteins control your body immunity? I'll read that one more time. How does the MHC class 1 and 2 proteins control your body immunity? Let's go ahead and find out. Neighborhoods in a residential community organize their own neighborhood watch programs. The purpose of these programs is to organize residents into volunteer security agents to patrol the neighborhoods looking for intruders into the complex. These agents may be armed and will liaise with the law enforcement stations within the residential complex. Each one of these volunteers must carry an identification badge to identify themselves when they are on duty. The body too has its own neighborhood watch program that patrols the blood, the lymphatic system, and the spaces between the cells in all, or intracellular spaces in all body tissues. The neighborhood patrol agents in the body are called white blood cells. White blood cells. Among the most abundant of these patrol agents are neutrophils and macrophages. Neutrophils are the first immune cells to arrive at any site of injury or infection in the body. Or if you get injured, you get trauma, neutrophils are there in seconds. They then invite macrophages and other immune cells like T cells to deal with the invaders. Neutrophils belong to the innate or quick response immune system and will engulf and digest microorganisms. Other cells of the quick response immune system are basophils, eosinophils, Langerhans cells, mast cells, and natural killer cells. Macrophages and dendritic cells, on the other hand, belong to both the innate and acquired immune systems. What are macrophages and what is their role in the immune system? Macrophages are immune cells that will engulf and digest or phagocytize any foreign microorganisms or body cells that do not have an identification badge attached to their cell. Alright? Anything that doesn't have an MHC class 1 proteins on their cell wall is likely to be attacked by macrophages. In other words, the macrophages will attack any microorganism in the body that it can't identify itself. Macrophages are derived from white blood cells called monocytes, which are manufactured in the bone marrow. Monocytes freely circulate in the body stream and lymphatic tissues. Whenever macrophages are needed in body tissues, monocytes will rush there and transform themselves into macrophages. The spleen holds 50% of the body's monocytes. Macrophages are found in all body tissues where they patrol and scavenge for foreign intruders like bacteria, viruses, toxins, and tumor cells. Macrophages take different names depending on where they are resident. In the bone marrow and the blood, macrophages adapt monocytes. In the liver, macrophages are termed Kupffer cells. In connective tissues, macrophages are termed histiocytes, and in the lymph nodes, macrophages are termed sinus histiocytes. Macrophages are involved in both the inflammatory and anti-inflammatory processes in the body. Macrophages secrete cytokines and other growth factors in situ in both the quick and adaptive immune responses. Macrophages are attracted into tissues by low oxygen concentrations. So, how does the MHC class 1 and 2 proteins control our immune system? MHC genes demand each cell in the body attach MHC class 1 receptor or receptacle on its cell wall. The MHC genes demand each cell use that receptor or receptacle to identify and declare its health status. If healthy, each cell must place some healthy proteins inside that MHC class 1 receptacle to signal other cells that all is well inside its own borders. If the cell is invaded by bacteria, viruses, or tumor cells, the cell must use its lysosome to engulf and digest the harmful agent involved and place pieces of it inside the receptacle. From there, patrol agents like macrophages, the dendritic cells, and B lymphocytes will pick them up and deal with them appropriately. How do individual body cells identify the agents patrolling their neighborhoods as local residents? Answer: these patrolling agents have MHC class 1 receptors on their cell walls too. And how do the macrophages, the dendritic cells and lymphocytes, prove they are the authorized agents to correct the foreign material displayed on the local cells' MHC class 1 receptacles or receptors? Answer: these cells produce MHC class 2 proteins, which they use to identify themselves when picking and presenting foreign agents or antigens to T cells. What do the macrophages, the dendritic cell, the B lymphocytes, do with the foreign material they collect from the local cells' MHC class 1 receptors? That will be the next topic in the next video. To summarize, the MHC genes control both our quick and long-lasting immune responses through class 1 and class 2 proteins. That's the end of the video. If this video was helpful, subscribe, share it, comment, or ask a question below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.